guys, welcome to my first ever tutorial. What we're going to be doing today is a color gradient skull. So I'm going to be starting this tutorial off by using a fine tipped brush and some white water based paint to outline the features of the skull. It's just a rough sketch right now, so it doesn't need to be perfect. I'm just going to be outlining the nose, the cheeks, and the jawbone, basically where I want the white to be separate from the black. Now I'm going to start working a green cream-based paint down from my hairline to the top of my nose. This is where I'm going to want it to start meeting and mixing with the white to create that smooth gradient. You can start it a little bit higher or lower, just depending on what you want. Here I'm taking that same white paint and just filling out in the areas around the outlines we made earlier, going up until I meet it with the green. It doesn't have to be perfect, we're just getting the main color blockage down. Here I'm starting to blend it with my fingers up into the green. Now taking more of the green, I'm going to start working it down into the white. I'm also going to be taking some of the white and working it up into the green. I'm just going to keep going until I have a nice smooth gradient going on. Now that we have the base for our gradient down, I'm going to start marking off where I want my teeth to go. First, I'm going to find the center of my face and work from there. I'm going to do 6 teeth on the top and 8 teeth on the bottom. I'm using a slanted brush with a light gray eyeshadow to do this. Now I'm filling in my nose using a black water-based paint. I'm just going around my edges and I'm leaving the white line in the middle so that can be my septum later. Yay, now it's starting to look like a skull! Here I'm just taking some black paint and outlining what we outlined earlier at the jaw. I'm also extending where I want the teeth to go. Now I'm going to be filling in the teeth that are going to give it that three-dimensional effect, the ones that are going to be in the shadows. I'm going to just start making the markings for them. There's going to be about 3 on the top on each side and 3 on the bottom. Using that small fine tip brush, I'm going to start outlining the teeth. I'm just making little U's around each of the teeth and then filling in the area below. Doing the same on the top as I am to the bottom, just, giving them that actual tooth shape. I'm also going to start defining the shape for the teeth that are set back a little bit further. Just using that same little fine tip brush and the black water-based paint. Now I'm going to go in with a small brush with some white on it, fix up some of the teeth, and then fill in our set back teeth, just so that they're more opaque and they have more of a shape going on. Using the same slanted brush and the eyeshadow used to mark out our teeth earlier, I'm creating the shadows on the set back teeth. I'm going around the cheek and the jaw and just starting to create that shadow. Now I'm going to start using a fluffy brush with gray on it and just start creating more of that shadow, sticking to where the shadow would be the darkest, which is closer to the main teeth and right under the cheekbone. Now I'm taking that fine tip brush and the black and just going around and touching up around the cheekbones where I made all those dark lines earlier. I'm also taking a small brush and filling in all the black. Now using a flat eyeshadow brush with some gray eyeshadow on it, I'm going to start giving it some more definition and dimension. I'm going to be going around the jaw, on the cheek, above and below the teeth, just starting to give it that 3D feel. Now I'm taking a fine-tipped brush and some of that white and adding some highlights around the teeth and the jaw and the cheekbones. I'm also rubbing it in with my finger, going through the shadows, just so that there's no hard white lines. I just kind of want it to all look very natural. Then I'm going to start highlighting the teeth and pulling them up into the shadows. So I blend them all together. Using the black, I'll go around and add some more definition. Kind of a back and forth between adding more black at this point for definition and more white to make it pop. It would help to look at a picture of a skull for reference, just so you can see where all their natural shadows and highlights fall. Using the green cream-based paint and the small brush, I'm just blending it down to the septum so we have more of a gradient going on. Now I'm going to take a flat eyeshadow brush with some light green on it and just start blending that down into the white. I'm just going to give a little bit more color to the green and give it a little bit of a smoother transition into the white skull. I'm going to make sure the green eyeshadow is super blended in. Then I'm going to take some more cream and start blending everything in and making sure everything's saturated and at a point that I want it to be. Now I'm going to just do some beauty eyes. I'm just doing smoky eyes, a little bit of green, black, and gold. Feel free to do whatever kind of eyes you want, depending on the color skull you do. You can totally mix it up. So I'm just going smokier because I figure since we're not doing the black skull eyes, then I'm just going to have some darker beauty eyes going on. Alright, so after our beauty eyes, we have our finished color gradient skull. I hope you guys like it. If you want me to do more tutorials, let me know in the comments below. And I hope you guys have a very